I was desperate. That's all I can say. And desperate people do desperate things. But what choice did I have? My daughter wasn't getting any better. In fact, her illness was progressing at such an alarming rate that we began to fear for her life. And what mother wouldn't go to extraordinary lengths to save her child's life? So I went to see him, the rabbi who had come to our city with his disciples. Now, I'm not a Jew, and the Jews don't think highly of us. Asking a rabbi for help was crazy. But the things I was hearing about this man, he sounded different. And he was healing people. Healing. If what he was saying was true, that his God was a God of love and grace, then maybe he would heal my daughter, even though we are not Jews. I had to try, right? I set out to find him, which wasn't difficult. He and his followers had attracted such a large crowd that it didn't take long at all to locate him. But just as I was about to push through the crowd to get to him, I realized something. Asking him to heal my daughter would mean speaking to him in front of a lot of people. In my panic to save my daughter, I had kind of forgotten about that. Only those kind of women speak to men who are not their husbands. It would be scandalous for a decent woman to do what I was about to do. I froze in my place. For a moment, terrified. But then I thought of my daughter. Her life was worth any public humiliation, no matter how severe. And the man who could save her was mere steps away. At first, when I called out to him, he and his disciples simply ignored me. So I persisted. I kept crying out to him, "Let them try to ignore me now." His disciples urged him to send me away. So I threw myself at his feet and begged him to help me. He said something about tossing the children's bread to dogs, and I just thought, so what? So what if I'm a dog to him? If this God of his truly was a God of love and grace and mercy, then what did it matter that what the Jews thought of us? Weren't we worthy of these things too? Before I could consider it, the words just shot out of my mouth, and I cringed at the audacity of my response. But he paused and looked me in the eye and smiled. And that was the moment my daughter was healed. Praise God. Hi everybody, I'm Bishop Suzanne Darcy Dillahunt, and I was just the Canaanite woman. I think it's wonderful that you're doing this series, People of God in the Bible. It's exciting for me to be part of it. Thanks for inviting me into the Peace family. Thanks to Pastor Kim for inviting me to do this, because I think when we tell the story of Jesus, it comes out in so many various ways that is exciting. And to tell the story with real live people is fantastic. So thanks for having me do this.